Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So, before we get started, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. So, as you know, there's a lot going on. However, this is a finance channel, so we are focusing in on finance. So, today we're going to talk about the financial freedom number and how to calculate that. First of all, what is the financial freedom number? So this will be a recap for some people. For other people, it may be new. So what is the financial freedom number? The financial freedom number is the total amount of money that you will have. So it's the end goal. When you reach that number in investing, work is optional. So you no longer have to work after you reach that investment goal. So what happens when you reach this specific number, which is your financial freedom number? You no longer have to work. The money is growing in perpetuity. So you have the money there and it is growing on its own in perpetuity. So you are withdrawing the money from this money that you have invested at a rate of 4%. And this money is going to last for life. All right. So this is your financial freedom number. We're going to talk about how to calculate that number. The thing that I find is interesting is that some people are aware that there is a goal, and um, they don't share the information. So some people are going to find out early, other people are finding out late, and then believe it or not, some people never find out at all. So there's such thing as a financial freedom number. There is a goal that you're aiming for when it comes to investing. Once you reach that goal, you no longer have to work. Your money is growing in perpetuity, and you are withdrawing at a 4% rate for the rest of your life. All right. So, how do you calculate the financial freedom number? So, first of all, you're going to add up your annual expenses. How much money do you need to live for 1 year? So, this includes all of your expenses, and I'm going to name some expenses: your rent, mortgage, utilities, food, transportation, insurance, debt, fund money, travel, emergencies. So, all the money that you need for 1 year, you're going to calculate that. All right. So, say for example, that number is 100,000. Say you're used to spending 100,000 a year. Now, this number is going to be different for everybody, depending on your own circumstances. So I hear that it's more expensive for women to live than it is for men. And I can believe that, like simple things like getting your hair done, that costs money. Whereas men, um, a haircut is like how much? $7. If you're a man watching me, put it in the comments. How much is a haircut? And then you are going to multiply that by, let's see, multiply it by about 12. So our cost is like 12 times your cost. So I can believe that it's more expensive for women to live. So depending on if you're a man or a woman, also depending on if you went to school or not. Some people didn't go to school, therefore they don't have student loan debt. If you went to school, more than likely you have student loan debt unless you came from a rich family. All right. So people got different situations going on. Some people were blessed with loan forgiveness thanks to Biden. But people have different things going on. Either you're a man, you're a woman, you went to school, you didn't go to school. Let's see, what are some other things going on that would differentiate people? Say um, maybe you're used to making 60,000 a year, and this is all that you need. Maybe you have a partner. That makes a difference too. You have two people coming together working as one. That makes a difference. So people have all different things going on. All right, so let's get to this financial freedom number. All right. So say that you need $100,000. This is what your expenses are. So for your financial freedom number, you're going to take this and you're going to multiply it by 25. You come up with 2.5 million. So once you have reached this number, you have reached what is called financial freedom, and the money grows in perpetuity. You take out 4% a year. That 4% is 100,000. So you're living off of this money that you have spent investing. It's growing in perpetuity. All right. And if this number seems outrageous to you and you're nowhere near that number, that would be understandable, seeing that this is taught nowhere, right? So for people that got a head start, maybe you've been doing this since you were 20 years old, right? So what you're going to do is go find you an investing calculator and figure out how much money you need to invest every week to get to this number and how long is it going to take you to get there. Is it going to take you 12 years? Is it going to take you 15 years? Is it going to take you 20 years? So this calculator, called the investment calculator, is going to tell you. But it's very important, first of all, to have a goal in the first place. So that's the problem. The problem is that people don't have a goal. Why? It's because you're not taught to have a goal, right? So the first thing is you need to have a goal. What is your financial freedom number? The second thing is you're going to go to this investment calculator and you're going to figure out how much every week you need to be investing to get to this number and how long is it going to take. So number one, what's your financial freedom number? Number two, how much do you need to be investing every week to get to that number and how long is it going to take? The third issue is maybe you are already investing, but you need to take that money out because you need it for other things. Maybe you lost your job. 300,000 Black women lost their job recently. So maybe you lost your job and you need to take this money out. Maybe that is the issue, right? So in that case, where you're taking the money out because you need to use it for other things, maybe you lost your job, maybe you are in a situation where you are supporting your loved ones. That's happening too for a lot of people. Um, in that case, what you're going to do is get another investment account in a different location, right? So you have your one investment account that you're using as an emergency fund, even though you're not supposed to. At least there is a place that you can go to for emergencies, right? So you have this one place that you're using for emergency funds, like I said, even though you're not supposed to. And then there is another separate location where you have a different investment account. that you never touch, no matter what. And you let the compounding effect work. So this is how the money is growing to 2 million, is through compounding. So there is a slogan out there that compounding is the seventh wonder of the world, right? So it may look like a ridiculous number, but you actually will get there if you open up an investment account, you figure out with the calculator how much you need to be putting in every week, and you don't touch it. And you will get to your financial freedom number. All right, so this is if you're a six-figure earner, and this is what you're used to. All right. So say, for example, this is what you make, 60,000. All right. So this is good too. Maybe you're in a different situation and you have a partner. So there are two people working together. You're not alone. All right. So in this case, you are going to take 60,000, multiply that by 25. And my ink just went out. So hold on for a second. I'm gonna go get another marker. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So did you do the math for me while I was gone? 60,000, this is how much you make. Multiply that by 25. And somebody calculate that for me. What's 60,000 times 25? $1.5 million. So that's still a big number. Can you believe that? You would think that the number would be a lot smaller, and it's not a lot smaller. So this is your financial freedom number. So you have your number now. You have your goal. That's the first step. What is the goal? Second step, you're going to go get to an investment calculator and figure out how much you need to be investing every week. So how much you need to be investing every week and for how long. And the calculator is going to tell you. You just get on those calculators, you play on those calculators as many times as you want to until you figure that out. How much you need to be investing every week and how long is it going to take to get to your financial freedom number. And this is the financial freedom number. And if the number sounds outrageous, it's because some people have been exposed to this already at the age of 20. Some people get it at 50. And if you're getting it late, then you have to be more aggressive. All right. Also, if you're getting it late, you're not only depending on investments. So you're branching off into real estate. You're building a business. and you're buying single stocks. Now, it still is possible to get to this number, even if you find out about it late. It's just that you have to be serious about it. You know what that number is, you know what that weekly number is, and you're putting it in every week on an automated base automated basis. So you know what I'm trying to say. So this number becomes less important when you're not solely depending on investing. So you got investing going on, but real estate is going to make up for that gap. The business is going to make up for the gap. And the single stocks is going to make up for the gap. But knowing that you can still reach that number depending on how aggressive you become. All right. But that's the first step, is knowing your number. Is it 2.5 million? Is this what you're used to making? Is it 1.5 million? Is this what you're used to making? Or is it a different number? Well, that's the first step. What's your financial freedom number? What's your financial freedom number? And what's your plan to get there? All right. Also, adding these things, knowing that you don't have to just depend on the one thing. All right. You got a variety of things going on. All right. So that's the financial freedom number. If you have never been exposed to the ideal of financial freedom, that's a whole ideal out here. All right. You become financially free depending on how much you invest. And I am going to read the savings rate numbers to you. All right. All right. So these are the savings rate numbers. You save 10%, take 45 years to become free. 20%, 35 years. 30%, 28 years. 40%, 22 years. 50%, 17 years. 60%, 12 years. 70%, 8 to 10 years. All right. So those are the savings rate numbers. Keep in mind, you're going to come up with your own rate because you're going to find that out using the calculator. And it is a lot more forgiving than those numbers that I just read to you. So we'll plug and chug if you have not already done that. First of all, figure out what your financial freedom number is. And then, like I said, plug and chug and figure out what that plan is. All right. If you already have a financial advisor, feel free to comment and put your comments in the comments below. See, that's one of the problems, is that people already have this information, but they are not sharing. They're not sharing anything, right? So you're either going to find out early, you're going to find out late, or like I said before, there are people that never find out at all. All right. So get to it. Your financial freedom number, what is it? Get on the calculators, figure out what that plan is. Then if you want to go talk to a financial advisor, it doesn't hurt to talk to one. All right. Be careful. Just be careful. That's all I have to say. Just be careful. But it doesn't hurt to have a conversation. All right. So thank you for watching, everyone. Do me a favor before you leave. I need for you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. Also, join my free newsletter below. If you know anyone that's interested in improving their finances, let them know about this channel. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget, on your way out, hit that like button.